My smart home is a mess. Full transparency here. So today I've decided I'm gonna clean it up and I wanna bring you along with me. I'm gonna give you, kind of a real behind the scenes look into my smart home. This is the stuff that I'm actually using and working on. You'll see a number of the products and different systems and stuff that I do use in my day-to-day life. I'll be fixing up some things. I'll be updating some things, replacing some things. I just have a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do. It's been on my list and I haven't found the time to do them. So today's the day, and again, I want to bring you along with me. Hopefully you learned something. Let's go. Yo, what's up guys? My name is Shane and this channel is all about building an easy Apple home, smart home with new videos and live streams published every week. All right, so the first thing on my to-do list, and yes, I do actually have a smart home to-do list. This is one that, again, this is my personal smart home to-do list. This is the stuff I've actually been needing to do in my own smart home for a while. And the first thing on that list is my Lutron Caseta switches. So I've been switching over to the newer style of the Caseta switches. So there's the Diva and the Claro switches. These are the ones that resemble more traditional paddle style switch. I really like these. The problem is I still have a number of other switches, either the older style Lutron switches or just switches from different brands. As a YouTube tech reviewer or whatever, I'm always getting new tech and switches and things like that, and I'm always replacing and switching things out. So I finally want to just replace everything, at least in the main areas, being my kitchen, living room, hallway, foyer, all that stuff on the main floor, with these newer style Caseta switches. And they also make the paddle Pico remotes, which I can use for like three-way switches and stuff like that. So I've had these switches for a while. I just haven't taken the time to do it. So without further ado, let's get on it. This is a TP-Link Matter light switch. I really like the style of it. The wife actually really liked it too, but it just hasn't been that reliable in HomeKit or in the Apple Home app for me. Again, it does connect to Matter over Wi-Fi, but I just want something more reliable here. So Lutron Caseta it is. All right, and that should be good to go. I need to cap off my neutral wires back there since I'm not using those anymore. All right, off, on, looking good. Dimmer is working well. Perfect. Claro wall plates. So I love these wall plates. You can get these, Lutron actually makes these, but these come in all different sizes. So I use these everywhere for all my smart switches, even those that aren't Lutron. All right, I got a couple more switches I'm gonna replace right here. I got a couple of the old style Caseta switches and I'm gonna replace those with the newer paddle on-off switches here. Actually, while I'm doing this, how about a quick word from today's sponsor? You got this? Yeah, sure, I got you. You finish up there. So trendmicro's Premium Security Suite is what I use to protect all of my devices against viruses, ransomware, malware, and other threats. This can be installed on up to 10 devices, including iPhones, iPads, PCs, and Macs. It's super easy to set up and use. It also includes a VPN that you can use to turn any public hotspot into a secure Wi-Fi connection, as well as other tools like parental controls, identity theft protection, and 24/7 emergency assistance. I'll put a link below in the description, and you can use code SHANE10 to save 10% off your purchase of the Premium Security Suite. Big thanks to trendmicro for sponsoring today's video and supporting the channel. Next thing on my list involves these little water sensors that I have scattered all throughout my house. I've got to first collect them all. So if you follow me regularly, you may know that I'm using Homey Pro now in addition to HomeKit. I want to move these over to Homey Pro because I have my Bulldog water shutoff valve. So it's like a water shutoff valve robot, kind of a retrofit thing. This will shut off the water to my whole house. And I have that paired to Homey Pro, and I did not bring that over into HomeKit on purpose. I was always kind of afraid that one of the kids or my wife or somebody may just say, you know who, shut off, turn off everything or whatever. And if that were to happen, it could shut off this water shutoff valve, you know, on accident. And as you may know, there's no way to restrict users from certain accessories in the Apple Home app, which is kind of frustrating. So what I wanted to do is just have my Bulldog shutoff valve in Homey Pro, and then have all my automations with my water sensors and that shutoff valve in Homey Pro. And I can create some really nice advanced flows and things like that in Homey, and just basically leave that completely separate from HomeKit. I'm gonna get these all paired to Homey Pro now, and then set up those advanced flows. All right, next up is just to create a few automations. So sometimes I'll take little notes when I have a thought of something that would make for good automation, and I got a couple that I've been wanting to set up. I'm gonna do this in HomeKit in the Home app. I wanted to create some security automation, so I'm gonna create something that will basically turn on some of my new back porch lights. Been working on the whole back porch lately, so I've got some new lights out there. So basically when either of the back gates are open, it's going to turn on some of my back porch lights, some of my backyard lights. And this may take a little bit of tinkering as I use the back porch more. I may need to adjust some of these, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that started today. And then the next automation that I've been wanting to create that I haven't done yet is some for my FP2 sensor. So I have the Aqara FP2 sensor here in the studio, and I thought it'd be really cool to create one for a little zone. I have a whiskey cart in my studio, and I thought it would be cool to have the Yeelight lamp come on automatically when I get close to that whiskey cart when it's late at night or something, so I don't have to fiddle with any lights, and it'll shine right there on my whiskey cart. So I'm going to create that automation now with the FP2 sensor. All right, next up on my list is my daughter's room. I have here a Maris fan light combo switch and just a Pico remote. The Maris one kind of went unresponsive, so I'm gonna replace that. We're gonna go with Lutron again. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna replace both of these. I'm gonna put a simple fan controller and maybe a dimmer. I don't know, either a dimmer or a light switch. I have one of each. So I'm gonna put that in here just for more reliability. And then she also has some Eve motion blinds in the corner, so her shades over there are by Eve, and I have not updated them to Matter yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that update. The only reason I really want to update them to Matter is because once I do that, I'll be able to add those into Homey Pro as well. All right, so the Eve motion blinds, there is the upgrade to Matter button. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to Matter. Hope it all goes well. Says it'll take approximately 10 minutes for the upgrade. Now we wait. How does it feel to have such a cool, smart room? All right, now in the bedroom, I've got some flick buttons actually on either side. Right now, I've got it paired, I think to my phone, because I was doing some shortcuts or maybe some Homey stuff with it. But anyways, I want to repair or reconfigure the buttons back to work with HomeKit, so that I can just, you know, use them to create some scenes and automations. It's just so convenient, you know, to be able to reach over, click a button, you know, late at night or maybe early in the morning or something to set the alarm, turn lights on or off, things like that. Press and hold. Sometimes my home app and everything gets a little cluttered and I have so many devices. I've had 2 cameras in the same spot forever. So I actually was testing the TP-Link pan and tilt camera in here for quite a while. I like it a lot. Before that, I had the old Aqara G2H camera. So this one's really old. Not even the G2H Pro, but the one before that, just the original G2H camera hub. It served me well, but it is time to retire the G2H, and I'm gonna stick with the TP-Link pan and tilt camera in here in this area for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing taken out of here. It's time to remove it from the home app. All right. Now we have just one camera in the foyer. Perfect. So this is a new robot vacuum mop. Been using it and testing it out for a little while now, but it's the Narwhal Frio X. I really like this one. One thing I've been wanting to do is set up some Siri shortcuts just to make it a little bit easier for myself and my family to, initiate a cleaning or something using voice commands. And luckily this thing here does support Siri shortcuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and create some of those right now. Start vacuum. Stop vacuum, pause vacuum, where's the vacuum? All right, all good. Feels good to get everything off of that list. I think I got everything done on the list, except for one thing. I did want to completely clean out my network closet, but that's probably gonna have to be saved for another day. That's gonna be a whole task right there. Didn't quite have time for that today, but I got a lot done, a lot of things I've been wanting to do. I know this video was a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it helped just seeing, some of the things that I'm actually using here in my smart home. If you have any questions about anything that you saw, or maybe you wanna see something covered in a little bit more detail in a future video, feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know. Also, big thanks to Trend Micro for sponsoring today's video. Again, link and discount code to their premium security suite is down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.